Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. All I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time right after this chart analysis. I make these out of gratitude, but the money is where it's at in the second half, guys. I talk about opportunities that are presenting themselves within the stock market in different stock sectors, and also stocks that are pulling back on weakness or that have jumped up on some strength, and we're looking for the consolidation or the period of pulling back again in weakness, presenting itself as an opportunity. And we've had some great ones turn out to become swing trades and day trade opportunities. We did it with PLTR this week. We did it with Peloton this week. You know, we've talked about all these stocks earlier this week, and they've all jumped up 10 to 20%. And the one I have for you guys today is one you definitely want to keep on your watch list. And we're going to talk about the opportunities we mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So, Ocgen, Ocugen Inc., Ocgen stock has been pulling downwards after it kind of built some momentum, hit a high of $10 and some change, and it got rejected. I have stated that this below $10 is weakness. It needs to break through it. It's trying to fight back up, and we're going to have to watch this closely, guys. And another thing I've talked about as well is that the more this gets closer to 2 billion, the big question is, does it already have priced in the average value that it can get from Covaxin distribution? Because I've read all the articles with you guys. We've talked about it before, how Covaxin is going to contribute to Ocugen's net profit of 1 billion, and this was at 1 billion before that was stated, and now we almost reached 2 billion, and the stock has been falling down, and we're sitting at 1.7. They had an offering at a premium of $10. A lot of investors were actually disagreeing with me on that. I was just being honest, and I've even read different articles talking about how when this was way back here on May 3rd, the one biggest point to take some profits for now before this would actually go lower. I mean, we've talked about everything you can think of, and a lot of investors disagree with me and some agree with me. I'm not going to take away Covaxin's potential. I'm not going to take away all the great stuff that we know already about the vaccine, the trials, and everything. I'm looking at it from technicals, fundamentals, and also how much profit they can make from this, and a whole bunch of other exterior variables beyond just Ocugen, Covaxin, and all the vaccines and everything put together with the whole sector of the vaccine companies, right? And how they're doing and competing, and how Ocugen and Covaxin have a chance or not. So I think about everything. I'm not just thinking about how great Covaxin seems to be based off of phase trials and all these different clinical results and articles, but I'm also looking at it from the bigger picture. So you guys that disagree with me about the premium, if it was sold for $10, it shouldn't go below it. Well, we've been here and we've seen it, and now we need to see if the bulls can actually reappear and pull it back up. But that $10 premium point was pretty interesting, because if Ocugen wrote that in their documents, they were valuing the stock below $10. Premium is a upsell type of word, not discount. Discount is a down type of sell type of word. So, and at market fair value is right where it's at. So it was very interesting, because market fair value when that happened was way above $10, and it was actually at a discount from where it was. So it was a very confusing time, in my opinion, to see those words and see everything that was going on. Now, the 50-day moving average is 862. Anything below it is bearish. Anything above it is bullish. Now, our first support below the 50-day moving average is 835, guys. You want to watch that carefully. And the lowest point of the day was down here at 802. So you want to watch how the stock reacts within these areas, if the bulls try to reappear or if the bears are tearing this one down. Now, we are in bullish territory, but for the bulls to continue the momentum and stay within bullish territory, they need to break through the highest point of the day, and that is up here at 879. And if you want to just round that up to 880, turn that into a support pull away from it, reach newer highs, and pull away from the 50-day moving average, getting closer to their goal, which is continuing the momentum and then breaking through the next resistance of 934. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and let's jump right into the stocks I mentioned this morning, how they reacted. We did hit a home run with one of them, and the ticker symbol that you want to add to your watch list moving forward. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is one that I actually mentioned over at the Patreon earlier this week, and we went 2 for 3 out of the ones we talked about. Now, the whole goal with the Patreon is to try to catch these stocks at their lows, and then sometimes they turn out to go ahead and give us a nice swing trade opportunity, or if not, it turns out to be an opportunity for the long run, and we're trying to catch it at the best prices. So the one I'm about to share with you guys didn't react too much, kept on pulling down, and it is one to start watching moving forward. Now, the other two were Peloton, PLTR, and so far both have given close to 15 to 20% opportunities just this week since we started talking about it. But before we do and jump into the ticker symbol, I want to share with you guys that you may want to add to your watch list. I want to talk about the stocks I mentioned this morning and how they reacted. So we had BNGO obviously overextending really early in the morning, and as soon as the bell rang, it took off, right? It gave an extra 10 to 20% opportunity just alone there, pulled back, and gave another 8% opportunity. Now, then we have LFMD, LifeMD, right? This stock actually was taking off right at the bell and pulled back. Now, let's go ahead and look at how they reacted. These were the stocks we mentioned over at the Discord. And if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. We look for daily opportunities. All we're looking for is 5 to 10% opportunities on a regular day, 10 to 20% on a great day, and 20% plus is a home run. If you want to become part of that, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below in the description. So here we have BNGO, and I'm just going to keep it on the 30-minute because it's a lot quicker. But as soon as the bell rang, it was sitting close to around 520 range, and it took off to a high here of 558. Okay, that was a little bit weak. Then it pulled back, hit a low here of $5, and it took off to a high of 543. So that gave close to an 8% to 10% opportunity on the day. And if you rode it throughout the whole volatility, it gave you another chance there of 8%. Now that was BNGO. It picked up traction from yesterday's lows. It had some strong momentum as we speak through the process. It was pretty intense and pretty impressive type of movement. Now, LifeMD is the one that actually turned out to give us some strength pretty early on, and even through that volatility gave us another opportunity. So here we are with it at the bell. It was sitting close to $7.30, took off to a high of $8.39, came back down, right? And it took off to about $8.62, and the rest of the day it just kept on growing. So this was a home run for the day, LFMD, and it needed volume, guys. This was pretty low in volume. It was like around 500,000 in pre-market. So it needed a lot of volume, and look how the day ended up. 14 million in volume, another home run for the taking on this one to end the week. Pretty strong, guys. Pretty interesting day. And one of the best home runs that I hit this week with an option, which I'm going to start talking about soon, was with OXY this week. It went ahead and had an expiration date of the 14th today. I traded this yesterday. I didn't get a chance to do videos, but I traded this from Wednesday to Thursday. I talked about this on Wednesday towards the end of my videos to have everybody on the stance of watching it. And I caught it at 0.20, and it hit a high of 0.70 once I sold for a 250% return. Now, this doesn't happen every single time and every single day, but this was a complete home run. 42% is a little bit more realistic, but I'd be honest, 20 to 40% is a realistic expectation of opportunity with a put option or a call option within a few minutes or hours of the day if you position yourself to execute for the best opportunities, as we always do over at the Discord. Now, I am not mentioning about what options I'm watching. I'm just sharing them for now. I'm going to create a series over at the Patreon for every single investor that's interested to learn a little bit more and what it is that I look for, just sharing my opinion and experience. And then I'm going to go ahead and start sharing with you guys over at the Discord what are the options that I'm watching, as well as the stocks I'm watching every single morning. So what stock do you want to add to your watch list? Well, the stock is DKNG, guys. This has actually been pulling back, and honestly, today I didn't get to watch it, and this has jumped up almost 4% on the day, guys. It hit a low after we've mentioned it, right? Over on the 8th, onto the 10th, it hit a low of $44 and some change, all the way down to this point here of $40, guys. Yesterday was the lowest point. Today it started picking up traction, and it seems like it's gaining some leverage here. We need to watch it carefully. You want to look for at least a consolidation or a healthy pullback again before this actually ends up running any higher, or if not, if this consolidates and takes off, that can show some strength, and it is something to start watching because it's the lowest point we've seen DKNG in a while, since way back in January, and even back here at November's lows, right, which was about $34, $38. So this was a point to watch this one. It has jumped pretty quickly, and I'd pay close attention for some weakness or consolidation before making any decisions. But this is a stock you want to keep on your watch list. Do some research before it starts to take off, because analysis ratings do have this one pointing over to the upside. Whether it'll take a few months or a year to get to those levels, it's possible, but at the end of the day, this has potential based off of articles I've read, analysis ratings, and as always, guys, I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions, if not enlighten you guys on the opportunities that are in the market. Do your research, do your due diligence, and thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.